Hello everyone, I am Achal, your host for today's episode of Here and Now. Welcome to our 157th episode where we bring to you all the know how of the ever evolving insurance world. So, let's deep dive into the latest news and significant updates from the insurance industry. Our first story, reported by Financial Express, revolves around a significant move by a parliamentary panel aiming to ensure insurance for all by 2047. The panel proposed several key measures. One of the key proposals is the reduction of the GST rates on health and term insurance from the current 18%. The committee felt that there is a need to rationalize the GST rate on insurance products, especially health and term insurance, which is 18% at present. To make insurance more affordable, the committee recommended the GST rates applicable to health insurance products, particularly retail policies for senior citizens and micro-insurance policies and term policies be reduced. Furthermore, the Insurance Act 1938 and the regulation of the IRDAI do not allow composite licensing for insurer to undertake life, general or health insurance under one entity. The panel suggested introducing composite licensing to allow insurers to undertake all types of insurance business. Allowing composite licensing, according to the panel, can streamline operations, reduce costs, and offer customers great choice and value. Also, to promote microinsurance that plays an important role in financial inclusion and poverty alleviation, the committee recommended that new microinsurance products need to be developed and provided as affordably as possible for targeted groups for risks such as health, crop, and life, among others. The panel also advocated extending the Ayushman Bharat health insurance scheme to the middle class on a paid basis. The overarching goal is to foster market stability, absorb financial shocks, provide long-term patient capital, attract foreign direct investment, and generate employment. Moving on, as reported in Business Standard, the Reserve Bank of India has granted approval for HDFC Bank and its affiliated entities encompassing mutual funds and insurance companies to collectively acquire an aggregate holding of up to 9.5% in six prominent lenders. This strategic move by HDFC Bank involves acquiring stakes in Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, Yes Bank, Sarvodaya Small Finance Bank, IndusInd Bank, and Bandhan Bank. However, HDFC Bank must ensure that the aggregate holding in these banks does not surpass 9.5% of their respective paid up share capital or voting rights at any given time as mandated by the regulatory framework. In our next story, as reported in the print and Northeast Today, the Tripura government has announced the launch of the Mukhyamantri or Chief Minister Jan Arogya Yojana or CMJAY in line with the centre's Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, offering cashless medical treatment of up to Rs 5 lakh per family per year. The scheme is set to benefit approximately 4.15 lakh families under the CMJAY. This step is expected to enhance healthcare accessibility and contribute to the well-being of a significant number of families in Tripura. Shifting gears, insurers are adapting their offerings to consumer preferences, particularly in payment modes. As reported by Mint, insurance companies have started to actively promote monthly and quarterly premium payment options, including offering zero-cost EMI options in an effort to make health plans more accessible to all. According to data obtained from Policy Bazaar, notably 33% of young salaried individuals aged 26 to 35 prefer monthly payment modes when purchasing such an insurance policy for the first time. This trend is more pronounced in Tier 2 regions with 44% opting for monthly payments compared to 31% in Tier 2 cities and 23% in metros. While these payment options improve cash flow management, financial advisors caution about associated risk. In case of a missed payment, a 15-day grace period is typically provided, after which the policy lapses, necessitating the purchase of a new policy. In hospitalization scenarios, if hospitalization occurs within a few months of monthly premium payment, insurers deduct the remaining premiums from approved claim amounts, emphasizing the importance of understanding deductibles and settlement processes for comprehensive coverage. Overall, the shift towards flexible payment options seeks to enhance health insurance accessibility. Wrapping up, as reported by the Financial Express and ETBFSI, Zurich Insurance Company, a wholly owned subsidiary of Zurich Insurance Group Limited, will acquire a majority stake in Kotak Mahindra General Insurance from Kotak Mahindra Bank. The Competition Commission of India has granted approval for Zurich Insurance Company's proposed 70% stake purchase in Kotak Mahindra General Insurance. And with that, we come to the end of today's episode. We hope you found these news stories informative and insightful. Our podcast Here and Now will continue to bring you more such insurance updates. Until next time, take care. Goodbye.